Hey, Dr. Vinnie here. Another walk in the woods. I just came from a funeral, and one of my elderly patients that I just saw a few times and had the opportunity to chat with her a couple of times before she went into an unconscious state. And at the church, you could feel the feelings of everyone. I mean, grieving, feeling of loss, sadness. And what's amazing in observing the family, I got to know a lot of the family, and you can't escape it. That the emotion was all through there, and it touched me. The ceremony was beautiful. The eulogy was absolutely magnificent. And then we met afterwards for lunch and got to chat with everybody. And each section had it, so there were little kids, and then there were the teenagers, and then there were the different age brackets of the different adults. And I don't know, for some reason, I ended up on this one particular table and got into different conversations on the body and how it heals and coaching. And a little while, one of the women noticed that, gosh, at the church she was all emotional and crying, and yet here now at this luncheon and sitting around that we were laughing hysterically. And of course the conversation started to get a little bit naughty. Now I don't know if that's because I was there or not, but it was so playful and so fun. Whereas a mere hour or so before that, there was all this melancholy and sadness. And what was also cool too, the woman was a big fan of Notre Dame, so as they were leaving to put the casket into the hearse, they were playing the Notre Dame fight song, which it brought a smile to everybody's face. So it's a good choice. It's like, what a send-off. But also, when I was in the high school band, we used to play that song a lot too for the football team. So it brought an amazing memory for me as far as when I was in the high school band. It brought everybody together, everyone was smiling. And then here at the follow-up luncheon, having these fantastic conversations and laughing. And what I got to see is that, look, our experience on this earth plane is very short-lived, and we don't understand the other side when someone leaves. It's like we shed this physical apparatus, and we're back in that spirit realm. And watching the little kids that were there running around, they don't know what's going on. They're just in their zone doing their thing. But you can see that level of spirit in them, that level of aliveness. And then as the different people were, higher up in age, the more constriction in the body, the more lessened in their expression. Until you chat with them and ask them what they like, what they desire, what some of their hobbies or interests in. And lo and behold, doesn't matter the age bracket, doesn't matter how shut down they are or were, something turns on. There's a spark, there's a flash of brilliance. And at the table that I was sitting at, we just kept getting louder and lighter and higher. And we started attracting other people from other tables coming over, like, what is going on here? And we were just enjoying each other's company, getting to know one another, and the conversations getting, borderlining on that, ooh, we shouldn't be talking about this topic. But yeah, we literally became, as we hear in the background, the buzz of the place. And that's all of us inside, around us. We have that spirit. And what my team and I look to do consistently whenever we're running workshops or we're having a preview or a meeting is the game that we play is how light can we get, and how light can we get the others? Inviting them to play. Because it doesn't matter whether you're an adult or a kid, right? On some level, all of us just want to play. So what is it, what's the game you want to play? What is it that you were born to do? You know, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? I mean, if you were told you only had a few months to live, or a few days to live, or a day to live, would you do the same thing? What would you do different? How much fun do you want to have? I was listening to a broadcast of one of my mentors, and what was interesting, and I've seen this to be true, many times we get caught up in the world of mind, we're like, eh. But if we put our focus into a task, so it could be washing the car, it could be vacuuming, it could be doing the dishes, but totally focus on the task and just how much focus and how much fun can we have in doing that task. Another realm kicks in, our quantum mind kicks in, and that's where our brilliance lies. So you're caught in a funk, pick a task, get into it. Get into it and see what takes place. Get the attention off of you, put it onto something else, put it onto someone else. Now, being at that event, I love people and I love hearing people's stories, so just being curious about who's there, it was, even though there was a sadness and a passing of a brilliant woman, you know, she moved on to the next stage of whatever that is. We don't know. Nobody knows. If they say they do, they're lying. We don't know. But yet, with that situation going on, the joy was still there. It was literally celebrating her life and the people around celebrating each other's connection. And that's basically what we're here to do. We're here to celebrate this life. We're here to celebrate our connections. So how much can you celebrate? How much do you want to celebrate? If you want to get in touch, love to chat with you, private message us. We're here to get you to play. Now, if you don't want to play, that's fine. Keep doing what you're doing. But if you want to come out and play, come join us. I'm going to go for more of a walk. Have a fun day. I know I'm going to. Bye.